One voting meeting followed by our first leadership pinning ceremony at 4 p.m. I'd like to remind all who will be speaking today that this meeting is being transcribed in real time so it can be viewed with closed captioning. Please speak at a reasonable pace so that transcribers can fully capture what you are saying. We'll now call the special meeting of the School Board of Palm Beach County to order. Mrs. Bass, please take the roll.
District 1, Barbara McQuinn.
Here.
District 2, Chuck Shaw. Here. District 3, Karen Brill. Here. District 4, Erica Whitfield.
Here.
District 5, Frank Barbieri.
Here.
District 6, Marcia Andrews.
Here.
District 7, Deborah Robinson.
All right, the record should reflect all 7 board members are present, so we have quorum, and also in attendance at the dais is Superintendent Dr. Donald Fenoy, General Counsel Julianne Rico, and Inspector General Lung Chu. Please stand for the pledge to be led by our Superintendent.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Superintendent, we show we have 3 items added, FMPF1, LD1, and SP1.
Yes, sir, that is correct.
FMPF1, District Emergency Termination of Contract with Invictus, Inc. Good cause exists for adding this item to the August 28, 2019 board agenda at this time because it has become apparent that Invictus, Inc. has breached the contract for security guard training, and therefore this contract should be terminated immediately. Item LD1, authorization to file suit. Good cause exists for adding this item to the August 28, 2019 board agenda at this time because it has become apparent that Invictus, Inc. has breached the contract for security guard training. The district has suffered monetary damages as a result of this breach, and the district should seek legal remedy to recoup these damages through a lawsuit. SP1, development and memorandum of understanding with Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office for security guard training. Good cause exists for adding this item to the August 28, 2019 board agenda at this time, where due to the deficiencies of the security guard training by Invictus, Inc., the district shall terminate the contract with Invictus, Inc. and must utilize the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office to obtain training of security guards to comply with the interpretation of Florida Statute 1006.12 sub 4 and SB 7030 by the Florida Department of Education. Mr. Superintendent, do you have any items to withdraw?
No, sir, I have no items to withdraw.
I need a motion to approve the agenda. Motion by Mr. Shaw, seconded by Mrs. Andrews. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Any board members have any disclosures or abstentions? Seeing none, we'll move to superintendent comments.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. The School District of Palm Beach County is closely monitoring the progress of Hurricane Dorian. Although the storm is still days away from approaching the Florida Peninsula and the projected path is uncertain, families and employees are encouraged to prepare. At this time, our school schedules are operating as normal, and all after-school activities are still on. Should that change, you will be updated through the district website, through social media, and by local media and your local schools. The Palm Beach County School District is currently working with officials from the Emergency Operations Center. Plans have been made to open several of our schools as shelters should it become necessary. Our top priority is to ensure the safety of our students, staff, and community. This is a good time to check your supplies and make any provisions you deem necessary. The district has activated a storm update website, which includes information about school status, shelters, and more. You'll be able to find that information at palmbeachschools.org/storm updates. This site will be continually updated. Right now, the Chief Operating Officer and her entire team, including school police, are working on all protocols associated with district operations in terms of the hurricanes. And those are my comments for today.
Thank you, Mr. Superintendent. Any board member comments? Ms. McQuinn? Ms. Whitfield? Ms. Brill? Mrs. Andrews? Dr. Robinson? Mr. Shaw? Let the record show that we have a meeting without any board comments. First time ever, I think. Agenda item speakers. We have one speaker that would like to speak to us, President of Invictus, Patrick Miller. Mr. Miller, if you would come to the podium there and watch the clock, you'll have 3 minutes to address the board.
Hello. Good afternoon, Board. My name is Patrick Miller, and I'm the president of Invictus Security, a veteran-owned small business. My company has been and continues to be a leader in the training industry for security service personnel. The training is exactly what Invictus provided pursuant to the contract that was signed with the school board just 1 month ago. Based upon the school board's recent actions and comments surrounding the termination of Invictus's contract for security training services, it is now clear to me that the school board had a fundamental misunderstanding of what Florida law required and what Invictus's services would be pursuant to the contract. Let me be clear. The school board misapprehended what it could or could not do on the Florida law in connection with training its school security guards. While the school board thought it can qualify school security guards under Florida law outside of the purview of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, the school board was wrong. The faults of the school board should not fall upon Invictus. And, unfortunately, it seems that the school board had refused to accept the responsibility for its shortcomings in preparing for the 2019-2020 school year. Invictus has been vilified in the public eye due to the school board standing idly by while misinformation is disseminated about Invictus. It was the school board that solicited Invictus to provide a proposal for services without ever providing Invictus with a request for a proposal or any formal guidance as to a scope of work. Instead, Invictus provided a proposal for security training services that falls within Invictus's expertise and capabilities. Further, it was the school board that suggested that these training services provided by and proposed by Invictus would satisfy its hastened needs. Invictus rose to the occasion and provided a timely and adequate response to the school board's needs and what it thought it needed. There are numerous email communications I would invite you all to review before taking any decisions today or in the near future about Invictus. This should be the same for any judgment anyone intends to pass upon Invictus. These communications will buttress many of my statements made today. Finally, equally important to me standing up for Invictus's rights is to ensure that the schools remain safe for our children to attend. Indeed, that was the intent of Invictus in securing the contract and agreeing to assist the school board in achieving this common purpose. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Mr. Superintendent, FMPF1.
Yes, sir. I recommend the board approve the termination of the contract with Invictus, Inc. based on the findings of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, August 20, 2019 memorandum.
Motion. Ms. Whitfield, second by Mr. Shaw. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 7-0. LD1, Mr. Superintendent.
Yes, sir. I recommend the board approve the filing of a lawsuit against Invictus, Inc. based on the findings of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, August 20, 2019 memorandum, and the monetary damages suffered by the district as a result of their breach of contract.
Motion by Ms. Whitfield, second by Ms. Brill. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Mr. Superintendent, SP1.
Yes, sir. SP1. I recommend the board approve the development of a memorandum of understanding with the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office to obtain training of security guards to comply with the interpretation of Florida Statute 1006.12, subsection 4, and SB 30 by the Florida Department of Education, and authorize the chairman and the superintendent to sign all necessary documents.
Motion by Mrs. Andrews, seconded by Ms. Brill. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Superintendent, do you have anything else for today's meeting?
Mr. Chairman, I have nothing else to add.
A motion to adjourn. Ms. Whitfield, seconded by Mr. Shaw. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.